Hello friends, welcome to our channel. In today's lesson, we are going to solve the following question. The question reads, the point P is a tangent on the curve y is equal to x squared plus 6x minus 4. We have been given an interval, a point, which is 1, 3. 1 being the coordinate for x, 3 being the coordinate for y. And Q is the normal. So P is the tangent, but Q is the normal to the curve. We've been given a curve x squared minus 6x plus 18 at a point where we're having coordinates 4, 10. Find the coordinate of the intersection of P and Q. So we are required to find a point where P and Q will meet, will intersect, in other words. So let's dive in and find the solution. So for our solution, first thing first, we need to find the gradients for both the curves. We're going to find the gradient for both the curves. For the tangent, we are going to find m1, which is gradient 1. But for the normal, we have to find gradient m1, then use it to find gradient m2. So let's dive in. Let's start with P. So for P, we have our curve equal to y, x squared plus 6x minus 4. First thing first, we need to find the first derivative of the curve. So dy dx is equivalent to x squared. When you differentiate x squared, we are going to get 2x. When you differentiate 6x, you are going to get 6. But when you differentiate a constant, we are going to get a 0. Now, we have to evaluate the first derivative at x equals to 1. That is going to be our gradient. So m1 is equal to 2 when x is equal to what? Is equal to 1 plus 6. So this is what? This is 8. So for the first part, finding the gradient for P, we are done. Now we have to find the gradient for Q. So what's the curve? The curve for Q, it is y being equal to x squared minus 6x plus 18. Likewise, we have to find the first derivative, which is dy dx equal to 2x minus 6. Here, also for us to find m1. For us to find m1, we have to evaluate dy dx, the first derivative of the curve at x equal to what? To 4. So this is going to be 2 multiplied by 4 less 6, which is what? Which is 2. Because 2 times 4 is 8 minus 6. That is going to be 2. Now, they have said the normal. If it was a tangent as well, we're just going to get this gradient. But since it's a normal, we have to find gradient 2 using gradient 1. So how do we find gradient 2? Gradient 2 is nothing but negative 1 over gradient 1. So it's negative 1 divided by what was our gradient 1, which is 2. Now, we have managed to find both gradients. This one for the tangent, 8 for the tangent part, then negative 1 over 2 for the normal part. Now, we are going to use the points we are given, these points and this point we are given, to find both the equation of the line. So for here, for the tangent, the points were 1, 3. For the normal, the points were 4, 10. Now, when you look at this, the equation to the line, it is y less y1 equal to the gradient. In this case, it's m1 x minus x1. For this case, we are going to find the equation of the line is y minus y1 equal to gradient 2, open bracket, x less x1. Now, in our case, for finding for the tangent, we have to identify which one is x1 and which one is y1. So x1, it is this one, the first coordinate. Then this is going to be y1. Likewise, this is x1, this is y1. So now let's just substitute. We have y less y1, it's 3. This all being equal to m, which is what? Which is 8. We have x1 being what? being 1. So let's expand and simplify. Y3 is the same as x multiplied 8 multiplied by x, we are going to have 8x. 8 multiplied by -1, we are going to have -8. So y is the same as, we just have to add +3 both sides. It's going to cancel here, and this other side we are going to have something like this, plus 3. So y is equivalent to 8x minus 5. For this side, we are done. We have to come to the right side for q, for the equation to the normal. So we have all the ingredients we need. We have x1, we have y1, and we have gradient 2. So y less y1, which is what? Which is 10, is equivalent to gradient 2, which is -1/2, and x less x1, which is what? Which is 4. Now here we just have to expand and simplify. So y minus 10 is equivalent to -half multiplied by -half multiplied by x is -half x. -half multiplied by -4, we are going to get +2, because it's more like 4 divided by 2, it is 2. Then -2 times negative gives you a positive. So we are going to make y the subject. We are going to add 10 both sides. -10 plus 10, that's 0. And on the right side, we are going to have -2x, -half x plus 2 plus 10. So y is equivalent to -half x plus 12. This other side as well, we have managed. Now, where we have reached, this is where the cardinal point is. We need, for us to find the point where P and Q will intersect, we have to equate these two equations and solve for x. So I'm going to equate 8x minus 5 to -half x plus what? Plus 12. This is what I'm going to do. And now I'm going to solve for x so that I find what x is, the x coordinate where they are going to intersect. So this is how I'm going to do it. I'm going to let 8x remain. Then I'm going to take this the other side. How do you do that? You just have to add. Since it's a negative, we add it both sides. Here to cancel. Here I'm going to have +half x. +half x. Then I'll say equal to 12 will remain. Then I have -5. For me to take this to the right side, I have to add it both sides. Since it's -5, when I add +5, it will be 0 this side. Here to be +5. So here is what we have. Here is what we have. On the right side, we have 12 plus 5. 12 plus 5, it is 17. 12 plus 5, it's 17. Then 8 plus 0.5. 8 plus 0.5, which is half. We're going to get 17/2. So 17/2x. Now, our main interest is to find what x is. So this is what we are going to do. We're going to divide this. We're going to divide 17/2 both sides. So I'm going just to do this for easier understanding. We are going to multiply both sides by 2/17. Both sides by 2/17. What we have just done, it is the same as dividing. We can see that 17 and 17 will cancel. 2 and 2 will cancel. So in the end, we only have x this other side. So whatever you do on the left side, you do on the right side. So 17 multiplied by 2, it will give you 34. 34 divided by 17, that is going to be what? It's going to be 2. So x is equivalent to 2 at the point where P and Q are intersecting. But now we need to find what y is. So you can get this x and equate it into this equation. You are going to find y. Or you can get the same x, which is 2, and equate it into this equation. You are still going to find the same y. So we are going to use this one. for faster input. So x, y is equals to 8. Now what is our x? Our x is 2 less 5. So 8 multiplied by 2, 8 multiplied by 2, that's 16. 16 less 5, we are going to get what? 11. So the point at intersection for P and Q, it is at x comma y. Now what is our x? Our x is 2 comma 11. That is the final answer. We could have taken this 2 and plugged it there. Negative half multiplied by 2, that's negative 1. Negative 1 plus 12 is still 11. Thank you for watching, colleagues. And if you haven't yet subscribed to the channel, subscribe so that you don't miss out on future endeavors. Bye-bye.